all of the universes in creation. It's kind of like breathing in and out between the stars and the black holes. And so these huge objects that have been seen by the cam that NASA itself had focused on the sun and showed these huge objects coming out of the sun, that to me proves what I've been saying, that the sun is really a stargate and that objects can pass out of it. You know, they enter a black hole in one universe and they exit through the star in another universe, which is our sun, and any star could be an exit from another universe, and they are joining forces with those objects in the Kuipers belt for whatever purpose we're about to find out, I think, the second half of this year. It's getting quite serious. And I find it very humorous that NASA said, oh, those objects are from a glitch in the satellite photograph equipment that's not really there. But when you look at the close-ups and delineations of these objects that people have done, you can see that they're vehicles. You know, you can actually see that they are vehicles exiting the sun.
Now, someone just wanted me to ask you a question real quick from the chat room. They said that they want to know, could you tell them about the strange ruby star that was reported over Australia? They actually sent me a link to the article from a site called colinandrews.net. Are you familiar with that?
Well, you know, interesting about Australia, because for the last couple of years, the government has been using that area to test Blue Beam project. And your listeners may be familiar with Blue Beam. It is a technology where satellites and other equipment actually can project multidimensional images into our atmosphere so that people think that they're suns or UFOs or religious figures or what have you. And they have been using both Canada and Australia and Norway as test areas for the Blue Beam project in preparation for the staged alien invasion that they are going to impose upon the world very shortly. And the interesting thing is, you know, when it happens, we will have to ask, okay, is this the staged alien invasion from the Illuminati, or is it the real one from the Kuipers belt?
I was just getting ready to say, why are they planning this at this time, knowing what's out there beyond the Kuipers belt? Like, they got to know that something is on its way here. And I'm a firm believer that they already know it's on its way here. They've probably already been communicated to, probably, to some degree. You know, why would they stage something like that knowing that something is on its way here right now?
Well, they planned this for decades, you know, and I wrote about it in the Blue Blood book. And the idea was to create the staged alien invasion to scare everybody into a global government that has to unite to fight this alien invader. And then they have a savior race that will come and chase the bad aliens away and proclaim themselves the ancestors of humanity. And then they will have the second staged coming of Christ, who will proclaim the New World Order, the holy new empire of the earth. And that's how they will consolidate the belief system and political system of the earth. Now, yes, this Kuiper Belt thing showed up and threw a wrench in the works, and I think that's why they're speeding things up. You know, they make things happen very fast. They're getting sabotaged a lot. You know?
Yes.
You know, I think and the CERN Hadron Collider in Switzerland has been sabotaged. A lot of political things have been sabotaged. And so I think the Illuminati are getting a little bit scared. They're starting to make a lot of mistakes. But here's the scary part, and that is when they feel really cornered, they're not going to care what they inflict upon the earth because they'll think they have nothing to lose. That's the scary part. So
Now... No, go ahead. Finish up.
So we just need to be prepared for anything.
Right. And let me just ask this one question as well. Now, I've been saying for a long time, and this is the reason why I was able to resonate with your book, I have been saying for a long time that whoever Illuminati is working for can't be from this place. And the reason why I felt that way was because some of the things just didn't make any sense. I mean, you poison the air, don't you have to live on the same planet that we live on? You poison the water, don't you have to drink the same water that we drink? You poison the food and you turn it into GMO foods, don't you have to eat the same things that we're eating? It's like you're destroying the atmosphere and the environment of our planet. So it led me to ask questions like, who are these people really, okay? Who really are they? Are they even human themselves, okay? And then if they are human, who are they working for? And if they aren't human, what and who are they?
Well, that's a lot of questions there, Isis.
I know. I was just telling you what was going through my mind to say, what was going through my mind.
Well, I'll tell you
what.
I
was wondering. Okay.
You're correct. These beings, this Illuminati family, which I outline in Blue Blood book and a few other books I have, but they don't care what they do to the planet, because from a reptilian mindset, which is what they have, they're based on fight or flight, destruction, and fear. That's how they live, and that's how they go about their lives. And they also use mind control and programming to perpetuate their civilization. So everything is based on fear. Fear opens up the mind. That allows more programming to come in, and that allows control systems. You know what? They don't drink the same water, and they don't eat the same